What up guys, it's Total Wars Master here doing another Napoleon Total War video. Today I'm on Italian grasslands against an acquaintance of mine. Rules were 4 lights, 2 artillery, and let's get into it. So go over my formation. I have 2 musketeers and a foot guard on my left with a Prussian fusilier. I'm moving up to take the main hills and forests. I'm sending my cavalry as a vanguard. I've already sent out my flank here, and my flank here. And now I begin to send all of these forward. Let's look at my opponent's army real fast. See, he has some Polish Legion over here. He has Voltigeurs, the special French unit, which actually isn't bad. 3 old guard here, regular general staff, Voltigeurs here, Voltigeurs, some Swiss, old guard there. But currently on this side, we're fighting for the hill. He has 3 chasseurs à cheval. But I guess let's get right into it. I charge my lancers against the chasseurs and cheval here. Right here, we see him charge my lancers with his chasseurs and cheval.
Our men are running for us,
which go poorly for them. I continue the charge against his chasseurs and cheval. Especially against, I think it's lancers, actually. Yep. The chasseur cheval unit breaks. I continue sending up my foot guards along with fusiliers behind them. Right now what my goal is, it's to take this hill, which my opponent has quite frankly largely dithered on. I have a flanking force of musketeers over here. They are tired though, while the Swiss are only active. My lancers do meet his infantry block. I attempt to pull them back, although they are wavering. They do make it back. Currently I have fully won on this. This flank is not being questioned. I have line here along with my Landwehr militia. On this side I have a much longer line. He is bringing up his horse artillery though. But he does not bring it up high enough. Right now it is stuck behind this hill, which makes it mostly useless. I attempt to largely engage them.
This battle is almost done.
I believe he batteries his guns right here, but my cavalry are unable to get through my lines effectively. I am doing good work on this infantry unit from the French. I continue to bring around this flank because I have a good flanking opportunity here, which I bring my lights with. His old guard is holding reserve, but it is behind this forest. He has the chasseur à cheval unit and his depleted lancer unit. Both of them not too depleted, but definitely not full health, which may pose issues for using them for my acquaintance. I am out shooting him currently over here. As you see, his cancer shot is being blocked by the hill. Over here I have 2 full cavalry units still held in reserve. My flanking maneuver is forcing him to have to reorganize. as well as it is supported by lights, which is to my very much advantage. I am breaking his units over here. Splendid firing, I tell you what. But now I'm moving on this flank to try and engage both these lights and this old guard. Killing this old guard is crucial for me. I'm going to move my lights to try and fire at them. The French cavalry begins to come at me and charge with their infantry. But I'll take square, I'll take that charge against infantry all day to set myself in a better position against cavalry. Form on square on both.
Our men are running, sir.
My foot guards are wavering, which sucks, and they break with 107 men, which itself is crazy. He moves up his guns, now to a position where they can probably fire. He shatters one of my units over here, but I use my infantry and try and charge his guns. I get into melee with his guns, which stop them there. They will not be moving. I'm able to beat the chasseur à cheval. But really where the devastation is coming is over here. I'm putting my fusiliers into line because I'm not being threatened by cavalry
Our
anymore.
men are running, sir.
Because most of his cavalry is far away. And for the most part fairly depleted. If we have a large flanking maneuver, supported by guards, whereas his old guard is over here. I reform my lines over here, although my foot guards have came back, and they are in a good position after coming back. I'm going to, frankly, move my cavalry to a better position off this hill, because I feel like my best use of cavalry will be against this old guard if the opportunity presents itself. This old guard pushes up. They do try and engage. He charges fairly early. They're very tired. He's running them through trees. I'm going to try and form up. I have moved my men back so that the old guard is not shooting at them over here, but they are returning fire upon these lights. I have broken his Polish legion here, and I'm continuing to move to flank, which is applying significant pressure. I see his cavalry, which is coming through. I try and form up these men. I really want a good volley into that cavalry. But he changes targets suddenly, I believe. And really, they just get shot to wee little bits. I move them to light infantry skirmish. I keep the high volume of fire and pressure up. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to apply strong pressure here. His old guard begins to work off this. Right now, I continue to apply the pressure here on this flank. And right here with my foot guards, and he misses this square on his old guard. Very high damage on that old guard, very much worth it. Sadly, couldn't get them to shatter, but very, very good charge. Right now I have supremacy of fire support on this old guard due to 2 musketeer units, which will allow me to do fairly well against them. Continuing with the flanking fire, this Polish legion is taking one heck of a beating. Really, what I've done here is I've engaged this flank well. I've used my supremacy of numbers. I neutered a bunch of his artillery. This Swiss foot, he hasn't moved yet to come after it's came back. Over here, he has to devote this Swiss to try and keep these foot guards back, which is all to my advantage. I'm going to move my Brandenburg Uhlans to the other side because I feel like I need some cavalry presence on both sides. Cavalry will really make the day. I engage him on this side with my foot guards. I am down numbers, but my foot guards have better stats, and I'm hoping that they can win this. This old guard unit is fairly depleted. This one is about middle of the road. And right now I have good supremacy of fire. I have this good flank over here. And although he has 2 units of voltigeurs, he really doesn't have a lot of infantry support with them. I move my lancers to the other side. I've been very reserved and patient with my cavalry for the most part after beating his cavalry. I know primarily the turning moment will come up when I'm rolling this flank and hopefully winning on this one, that it will be really the crucial point. He moves his old guard to try and shoot me down here. I give a charge. He pulls his Swiss back. This old guard tries to shoot my cavalry, but they get stuck shooting dirt. I try and pull back my Landwehr. His voltigeurs over here, he sacrifices. And now, just keep rolling up the flank. Right now, a large portion of his forces are just coming to this hill, where he attempts to make his last stand. Although, as we see, I have a large supremacy in numbers.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
My light infantry are starting to run out of ammunition. This old guard is putting a real bruising on my musketeers over here. I really should have pulled them back. I charge in my foot guards. As we see, the foot guards have taken a numerical advantage. I send in my lancers in support, but I realize a large portion of their most important use may be against this old guard, which I charge them in against. My foot guards get into melee with this Swiss foot, and it results in only good things for me. I charge and I get into this Polish Legion. I try and charge this general staff. His Swiss foot is able to rout my foot guards. I'm able to get into the backside of these men over here. And really, I've just done quite a bit of havoc routing an old guard. This Swiss has been neutered. This Polish Legion took fairly decent casualties.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
I continue running out of ammo. Hitting this old guard was very much good for me. Results in them shattering. This old guard also breaks. And now I'm sending in my cavalry on this side. I sent in this cavalry over here. Does good work on these Polish Legion. I send in these Uhlans against this Polish Legion here, and that's able to rout everything over here for the most part. My Lancers get in the melee over here. And really what these Lancers have done is they have really just shattered the morale. So, to recap a lot of this battle, it was using my cavalry better to secure this hill. It was getting that infantry support here and here in order to hold this. But really the main one was bringing this flanking action around. Making his artillery immobile, bringing this flanking action around, which led me to just be able to turn this flank. Holding through here with him not being too aggressive. And really the reserve cavalry, which came through at the end and just annihilated any chance at a real last stand, was really just crucial. But that's all for this video today, guys. Tell me your opinions about the battle I went over. Total War's Master, out. Although I will show you the results. Do not worry. $2,500 versus 2,000 deployed. I took 1,200 casualties. He took 1,600. I killed 1,500. He killed 1,100. My lights did very good. My foot guards did very good. And actually, my cavalry did fairly poor, although almost all these cavalry kills were on cavalry at the beginning at least. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Like and subscribe if you're liking the content. Total War's Master, out.